Hall, the Director of Wilson's Insurance, if you could just tell us a little bit about your affiliation with Nottingham Rugby.
Well, it goes back, I've personally been a fan since 1980, so I've seen reprobates like Rees and Laurie and Holtstock, who's got his collection up here on my left. But from a corporate connection, we've been involved with Nottingham Rugby Club for about 15 years, mainly at Beeston and latterly now here at the new Lady Bay complex, and of course your affiliation with Notts County. So yeah, we've seen you through the really tough times when we were literally counting the pennies to pay the insurance premiums, but we were there helping you out through those tough times, straight through to, of course, the sale and the purchase of Lady Bay and climbing into brotherhood, if you like, with Nottinghamshire Cricket Club. So yeah, that was a couple of years ago, and then I got in contact with Laura just to see how things were panning out when it was all a bit new over here, and I said, look, I really would love to just come over and just go through your insurance reports, make sure everything's okay since the changeover. And there were a few discrepancies, and I think that it was that attention to detail that enabled Laura and Glenn and the board to get Wilson's back on board to renew that relationship. But we know we're now sponsors of the club, really pleased to be affiliated with the club. I love coming to watch the home games at County because I'm lazy, I just come from Bridgeford, so it was a doddle for me. But great to see the gate going from what used to be at Beeston, top game used to get maybe 800, and now we're getting, you know, an average of 1200, and Cornish Pirates this Sunday should bring out quite a gang, so that'd be good to have about 2,000 this weekend. It'd be wonderful. I've been a Nottingham fan since 1980, goes through the Brian Moore and Gary Rees days and what have you, but now I find now you're the transition from the tough times at Beeston and now come back here, I can actually see great team spirit being built, and I think that the fans are coming back in their numbers now, whereas it used to be hovering around the 600s and 700s at Beeston, and now into the 1200s on average, and that's a major plus for the team as a whole, and congratulate you on that.
Well, so, look, we enjoy what we're doing, and we've got a great team spirit here, and the lads are very respectful of what they do, and you know, I think that it's one club. You know, the players, the supporters, the people who work in the club. I think it's not a big business at this point in time. You know, we're a club that we think's on the up and going the right way. So, you know, it's great to have people like you involved with us off the field as well. So,
absolute pleasure. And you must be absolutely chipper with the fact that we've now got guaranteed 7-year here at Meadow Lane, and that Ray True and his gang have given us that stability. And how's that marriage working out? Have we signed papers yet?
It's going pretty well. I think paperwork's due to go out over the next couple of weeks, but you know, the shareholders are going to be the first people to receive that. So, you know, that's very close. I think it's effectively all agreed, done and dusted. But you know, now it's a matter of getting the back end done. But you know, I think the relationship over there is working fantastically well. So we're all very happy.
That's great news. Thanks, Glenn.
No worries.
Welcome again, here with Glenn Delaney, who this week wanted to do the interview in front of his trophy cabinet at home, celebrating 100 years of hockey. He's just showing him his most improved in 1969 trophy. Glenn, welcome. A long week for the boys after a Friday night game. Not a win, but next best result, 2 points.
Yeah, a good points all the way. I think very tough game. A lot of spirit, a lot of heart. You know, fantastic effort from the players, and we got a huge response, and we were delighted with the effort they put in. And it was a shame we didn't quite get the win at the end of the day. I thought we were pushing pretty strong, but you know, I think 2 points away at Worcester's a pretty good effort, and you know, we were happy with that. So players had 3 days off after that, which was planned anyway, and we've been back in this week. So looking forward to Sunday now.
Absolutely, and David Jackson couldn't get a kick in a stampede, but otherwise he was pretty exceptional. Would it be fair to say that on his day he's simply unplayable?
Yeah, I think that would be a fair assumption. I think you know, those who follow cricket have seen those types of players and bowlers particularly, and you know, certainly Jacko, when he turns on the heat, you know, it is like lighting the blue touch fire and a bonfire type analogy. So from that perspective, the try he scored after he'd missed the kick from dead in front was arguably the try of the season, and quite possibly will stand the test of the rest of the season. It was simply outstanding.
Yeah, that's great, and this week been a tough week for the boys moving into the Pirates. A few familiar faces there. Ian Nimmo, they've come off a good win against Esher and another win against Worcester. They're in pretty good form.
Yeah, they are. They're a good side, and they play very, very wide, expansive rugby. It's all action with them defensively, very aggressive. certainly get numbers in the breakdown, and we'll have to be good in that area to maintain possession. But let's be honest, they're a top 4 team for a very good reason. They're playing good football at the moment, so it'll be a hell of a challenge for us on Sunday.
And Meadow Lane, the fortress as we've often referred to it, last time we played there wasn't that much. The guys really looking forward to getting back to winning ways there?
Yeah, I think so, and I think that's been the talk around the dressing room, is that last time was not an acceptable level of performance for us at Meadow Lane, and we've got to go out there and make sure we put a performance on Sunday that justifies the privilege that it is to play there. So we're very motivated to go back out there and perform, carry in the good work that was started last Friday into Sunday, and play in front of our crowd and put in a result that everyone will be proud of.
And just before you name the team, Glenn, this month, the month of November, you've just told me that you're not able to grow a moustache, so you've decided against it. Yes. But a good cause for the boys that most of us are getting behind. Yeah,
it is. It's fantastic, and there are some great looking members out there. It appears that come November time, we always have a couple of blokes who probably look better in an NYPD uniform. Notably the front row of Adams and Buxton, and I think that some of the efforts have been outstanding. There was a couple of guys who took an absolute flyer at getting the growth pre-November, but not being funny, it's a great cause. It adds a bit of enthusiasm and a bit of debate, and to be fair, as long as there's not too many photos of the guys that are held for a long period of time, we can get away with this one at the end of the month and say it was a job well done.
And just from you, an early tip on moustache at the end of November that would be most outstanding?
Most outstanding at the moment, I think Jackson's showing potential, but I don't think you can go past the front row brethren. I think Adams and Buxton, I've been very impressed with their work so far, and they've obviously thought. That's what I like with players. If they think about things and then apply themselves, then you get great results, and I think that's what we're seeing at the moment.
Great, and you just go on to naming the team for this weekend.
I'd love to be able to name the team, Tim, but we're actually battling at the moment, and our intention is to get the same team out there that played last week, and we won't know until tomorrow exactly what our starting team is because of the injuries and the problems that we're having. So the reality is likely to be the same side that played last week, and let's hope that it's going to be the case. But it's been a very challenging week on that front, and Matt Taylor and Steve Hoare have been doing outstanding work, and at the end of the day we'll get a fit 22 to the dance floor on Sunday.
Well, I guess that's about us, and look forward to seeing everyone Saturday. Let's get out and get this team run done.
Yeah, I'm going to be there Sunday actually, so you can be there Saturday if you want.
I'll go both days. See you then.